My whole body went in shock. I had to have like loads of counselling and stuff after, you know, and I'm still not over it, guys. I'm still not over it. I still have night terrors. I still wake up. I still scream. I still do all of these things because it's in my head, you know, and that is something that I need professional help with, and I'm not afraid to say that, you know, as well as other shit that I won't tell on the platform that I've gone through as a child, as this, as that. Do you know what I mean? That's certain other things that's gone on, you know? That's personal, you know? But I still come on this app day in, day out. I still show up. I still try and be a good version of Faye for you guys, you know? But when I've got two people, Mama Kaz and Transvol Kai, you know, together bullying me, if it wasn't bad just one, now you're a duo and you've paired up. Like, do you not see what you're doing? Do you really think it's funny? You're probably sitting there on the phone with one another going, ha ha. Like, it's not funny. Full-on grown men bullying a trans woman is what I'm going to say. Because that's what the pair of you are. Jealous, full-on grown men bullying a trans woman, a genuine trans woman. That's what you are. And you're so jealous because you wish you could be me. You wish you could be this, but you're not.
Yep.
You're not. You're not. One of you sit there and lie about being on hormones. There's no fucking way that you're on hormones, darling. I know that for a fact, right? Yeah, and the other one hasn't even bothered to even try to go to a fucking gender clinic to get themselves registered, but wants to sit there and wants to go, oh, babe, go back to the fucking status quo of a fucking non-binary person, because that's what you are. Let's get it factual, yeah? Yeah, you're non-binary, honey. Just go back to what you was. You only decided to be trans because you knew, yeah, because and I know this as well, because you've spoken with your mods. You've said things like, oh, I'm not really happy the way I am, but what would happen if I went back on the camera as Zach? Do you think I'd lose all my support? You're trans for the camera. You're trans for TikTok. That's the difference. You haven't even changed your name. Go and look at your bank statements. Go and look at your personal letters that come through your every single through your door. I'll show you what, darling. Yeah? Look, this is a letter that I got today, honey. Yeah? Hold on, let me just cover. What does that say?
Miss Faye.
Yeah? What does that say? What does that say? Does that say? What does that say? What does that say there, darling? Yeah? Yeah. Would you like me to get my bank card as well? Because we can do that. We can actually do that right now. Yeah. We can do that. Do you know what I mean? We can do this. We can do this. Let's see if you can do this on live, darling. Yeah? Let me just cover the details. Honey, what does that say?
Miss Faye.
Yeah, what does that say, guys? What does that say, guys? Everyone put in the comments in capital letters. What does that say? Right then. Now, the next time that she comes live, because she wants to say that she is who she is, right? Ask her to prove then, you know? Because we're sick and tired of the lies, the constant lies. That's 80 quid to change your name by Deepal. Exactly. Now, all of you... That's 80 quid to change your name by Deepal. Exactly. And then unmute. Yeah, so that person hasn't, you know? That person hasn't done that. Oh, I think she's come out. And that person hasn't done nothing, you know, but wants to continue to bully me, you know? And you want to sit on the camera and you want to manipulate and you want to bully people. Constant. You can do a deep poll for free as well. That's all right, Lauren. You know, you can do it for free as well. But Lauren's come up and she showed you what she had to show you and tell you what she had to show you. I am sick and tired of being bullied by you. I am sick and tired of not being able to use my platform without the hate that you send to it. I am sick and tired of you constantly going at me and not leaving me alone. All because I've took the steps even before TikTok to become who I want to be on the inside, okay? And you as an individual, Mama Kaz, okay? As an individual haven't even done the bare minimums of doing that. And you want to sit there and say, oh, Miss Faye's crazy because she's on hormones. Miss Faye's this, Miss Faye's that. Miss Faye's... Everything that you pick at is everything you're jealous about. Saying apparently, oh, the only reason why she's got what she's got on her chest is because she eats too much McDonald's. You're a fucking fine one to talk, darling. You're a fine one to talk. Don't sit there and talk about weight, honey. With your big fucking fried egg, you fucking big burger head. Talking about me. Like, let's not, when you've got a big old beef burger on your head, babe. You know, your fucking front door needs a width restriction, however you say it, darling, sign on top. Width restriction, because your head's coming through. You want to talk about me, big old boulder belly. Yeah, don't want to fucking talk about me, darling. My fucking weight is shifting around because of my hormones. You know what I mean? My hormones are shifting around. Hello?
Hi Faye, it's me.
Hello.
I just want to say, listen, I had exactly the same thing when I started my transition and came on TikTok. I had people coming in saying, you're not doing anything, you're not on hormones, you're not a real trans person. I'm struggling to get on them because I'm not working at the moment. Person, you know, I gifted them 200 quid to help get them a wig. And then I paid them more gifts for the surgery. Year later, got the nails done, and then text me saying I'm going to do it next year or sometime, and they still haven't done that.
What, Mama Kaz did that?
No, the J word.
I'm talking about Mama Kaz.
I was just on about the J person, because I know you helped them.
Are you talking about, I don't know who you're talking about, Jasmine?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even talk about her on my platform, babe, to be honest. Like, I tried to get her a wig, tried to help her with a wig when I was like 3 months into my transition, and I was like 3 months on TikTok. I tried to support her with a wig, and she told me that she was going to sell it for a free five. Or she said to our whole platform she wants to sell it for a free five. And I said, are you joking? Taking the piss out of me. So yeah, that one I just don't. I don't even care about that one. That one doesn't really talk about me, really, to be honest. Like, she does her own business and I do my own business. But my main issue is with the one that I'm talking about now. But yeah, so why do you gift when you need money for your own hormones? Someone said.
Me?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Why do you gift when you need money for your own hormones?
I didn't say I need money. I don't think they're saying that to me. I don't know.
That's too long then.
No, because I'm not working this year, and I was only early in my transition.
But anyway, hon, you don't even need to explain yourself anyway. Do your transition the way that you need to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, do your transition, whatever the way that you do it. Put yourself. I waited 6 years on a waiting list. That didn't make me any better or not any better. It just means that when I did come to TikTok at the time, my journey had started. So I wanted to bring something to TikTok to tell people and show people what a transition was. And all I've ever done is done that and kept it so real. And I've just been excruciated, or whatever the word is, for it. Do you know what I mean? For being genuine, because everyone on here is selling everyone a dream underneath the fucking trans umbrella. They really are, because no one's talking about hormones. No one's talking about levels. Like the levels of your hormones. No one's talking about what it does to you. No one's talking about, you know, that you can get breast tissue. No one's talking about softening of the skin, muscle mass decreasing, body fat going up. No one's talking about how your mind's going to change. No one's talking about these side effects. No one's talking about genuine transitions. But everyone's going, you know?
Because I only just started my transitioning just before I turned 17. So like last year I had money, and I gifted the other trans girls that were my age starting, so I thought I'd help them, but that person threw me under the bus and lied to me. But now because I'm trying to look for a job. So people say to me, you're not a real trans person.
You try, at least you're trying in your, do you know what I mean?
I've had my name changed. I'm trying to speak to the doctors. I'm trying to get everything sorted for my transition.
And some of these people, like, all right, one of them puts in a little bit more effort for the camera, right? But that's only because she was trying to clock someone that wasn't making no effort. So MK only puts in as much effort with her makeup and stuff for the simple fact Elphaba didn't do anything. And she, in order to get where she had to get in life, she had to bring her down, right? And the difference is, she can't do that with me, right? So she's tormenting herself because she thought, I'd done it once with that one because she could point out certain things about her. But you can't do that with me because I generally am going through a genuine transition. So this is why you haven't had the ability to bully me. So you've just stepped back and now you're doing it behind the scenes and making my mental health so bad. This is what you're doing because you can't defeat me. That's the problem, because I am more genuine than what you are, you know, and I will call out your bullshit for what you did to Elphaba. You know, yeah, is there things that with Elphaba that I don't agree with? Of course there is. You know, I do feel like she put a massive impact on people that transition, or even the community itself, because everyone seems to think that that's what a trans person is. You know, and then there's other people that put in the bare minimum that I'm not going to be funny. I'm not going to lie. If I went to a woman's space to, I don't know, go toilet or whatnot, and that person fucking walked in, I'd fucking shit my pants, darling. I'd have to wear a nappy on the way out, because I'm telling you now, some of these people rolling up on TikTok, some of them put in the bare minimum, but then you misgender them, and they're going, because they've got hair extensions, but you haven't even put, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling anyone to, you know, I'm not telling anyone be this way, be that way, but at least try. Do you know what I mean? At least try to present feminine. At least, I don't know, put a bit of mascara on and a lipstick. You know, just something. You know, hair extensions is not enough. Just popping on a wig from the Halloween shop is not enough. Like, let's try a little bit. You want to be perceived as what you want to be perceived as. Let's try a little bit then, you know?
Yeah, and most of them that have arguments that have, you know, got on hormones, I've seen one of them, and you know who it is, but I'm not going to say. They think they can call the trans people men and say, oh, you're not trans, because they've got onto hormones, but we've all been on the path where we haven't got onto them stages yet.
Look, we all do our journey however we do it, do you know what I mean? But, like, you know, like, everyone says, oh, does Miss Faye think she's better than anyone because I'm on... No, I don't. It just means that my journey is my journey, you know? And I waited a very long time for it. So, you know, of course I'm going to be very passionate. When I waited 6 years in order to get on hormones, you know, with the NHS, of course, when I finally got my step, oh my God, I want to tell the whole world. I didn't want to stop talking about it, because obviously I was very happy about that. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not going to look down on someone that isn't on it, because especially if you're on the waiting list and you've done everything you can and you're in that process of waiting and stuff, of course, like, I've been there, you know, so I know how hard it is. You don't just click your fingers. I know how much it is. But there are a lot of people, Lauren, that are sitting on the app that are proclaiming to be one of us for the simple fact of what they benefit out of us. That makes sense?
Yeah, I completely get that.
That's all it is, because they benefit with cash, with money or gifts or whatnot. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing, and it makes them popular because they make themselves controversial. So people look at it and go, dang, how can that be a trans person? And that's how they get their views, because you look at it and go, surely not, they've got a full-on beard. Like, how is that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because and then that's what makes genuine trans people that are trying, or just, you know, trans people in general, that's how it makes it really hard for genuine trans people to actually try to, like, you know, show the world what trans people actually are. Because we had the likes of people like, you know, E, the green one, other people that I won't name. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, just focus on your journey. Doesn't matter how long you do it and how long it's going to take for you to get there. Just focus on it, and one day you'll get there. No one is better than anyone else. I don't sit there saying I'm better than anyone else, but don't try and drag me through the fucking roof because I'm trying, you know? Like, 'cause that's not fair, because these people that are dragging me are doing zero effort. And I'm like, you know, makeup don't make you trans anyway. I'm just going to put that out there, you know. Makeup and a wig don't make you trans. It all starts on the inside, you know, as a person. And then you just self-development. After time and time and time again, you just self-develop with that, you know. I'm here for so many trans people. My inbox is always open. I give the best advice I could give.
Yeah, it's like when I first came up, started doing live on my other account with me, 30k on it, I got popular on it, and people come in saying, how long have you been trans? I was like, I've just started my transition now for about 2 months, and going, why are you on hormones? You're not a real trans person. I was like, I'm making sure I'm doing the right path, and it's, you know, it's for me. And now I'm nearly 3 years in, and I've just accepted myself, and I know I want to do this, and now I'm going to the doctors and booking appointments so I can start talking about my hormones, because it's not a thing that you need to rush. It's about yourself. It's not about, oh,
you said, how old are you now? You're like, what,
just
20?
about to 19.
Exactly. So look how young you are. You still got your whole life ahead of you, and processing the transition as well. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, you know. It's a lot to deal with, and you're already going through so much, you know. Your hormones are, when you're a teenager, are already up and down, imbalanced anyway, because, you know, you are a teenager. So, you know, you want to make sure that this is the correct decision. You want to make sure, you know, people go to me, oh, you're not a real trans person because I transitioned at 30. I mean, I'm like 31, sorry, and I'm 32 now, right? But I mean, I look fucking great for 32. No one guesses my age.
I thought you were in the about 26.
Yeah, that's what I get, like 25, 26. So I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, it doesn't matter what just do you. Do you know what I mean? I discovered my identity like from the youngest age that I can remember. But when I started to play about with it, pop wigs on, makeup and all that, that was over like 10, 11 years ago, you know? that started to play about with me and myself and kind of find out who I am, if this is the right choice. And there was faults where I was like, you know what I mean? But I kept going back until I knew I was sure, you know? And you know, when I had that appointment, I was so sure that they wanted to get me on hormones. On the second time that I went to go back there, they stuck me on hormones because they knew that I was so head sure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So take your time. No one's saying don't take your time, but these people are not even taking the steps. I know they haven't even taken the steps, right? Because they have got friends that used to be friends with them that are no longer friends because they've done like really horrible things to them. And they've even spoken to me. They said that they would sit on WhatsApp calls, like in boxer shorts, like with like everything on display, like offline, like just like stuff. Like what? I sit in like my granny knickers or a thong. Like what? Like what do you mean boxer? Like they all went when I started to. Do you know what I mean? Just like certain things. It's just like. You know, but yeah, when they switch that camera on, they're a whole different person. I just don't fuck with that, Lauren, you know? Like, if you're genuine and you want genuine support and advice, I'd give you that all day long. I wouldn't judge you no matter what. But that's the thing, they want to judge genuine trans people, but they don't want to put in the work and they don't care. All they care about is when they press that live button and how much they convince people that they are what they are so they can get stuff back, you know?
When I went live, I turned my gifts off because I just wanted to come on there, meet friends. You know, I spoke to Alphabet, I will be honest, spoke to her in like late 2022 before all, you know, the Miva came out, and I spoke to her about transitioning, and she didn't say anything back to me like, oh, how do you do this, how do you do that, because I was, you know, do it at the start as well. And but just when I came on here, it's just all comments like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?
Well, do you know what? You should have just said, I'll do it in my own time. Do you know what I mean? Don't let them affect you at all. Do what you got to do. And that's what I'd say, you know. And just be you know. Be unapologetically, how do you say you? Just, you know what I mean? As trans people anyway, we're constantly under the microscope. Constantly people want to know the ins and outs. And sometimes you don't have to explain yourself to people. That don't, you know what I mean? You don't need validation for a platform at the end of the day. You know who you are, so that's that. You don't even need to explain to people why you're not doing what you're doing or why you are doing what you are doing. That's that. You are who you are. So stick with it. If you need any...
So I was seeing on my front page.
If you
and
need
you're always going out happy, and then people are just giving you crap all the time for no reason.
No, I think
just the comments as well.
There was a group of trans girls a couple of days ago slagging me off saying oh my god, it's just too much.
They're the ones that bullied me completely off the app. So I don't know why they're giving it out.
Yeah.
Because I experienced a lot of crap of that one person who went around going on TikTok when I blocked them saying I passed away and posted pictures of me saying Lauren's passed away, shared it, put it on their Instagram story.
Who said that?
Jasmine.
Really?
I came back on the app, she blocked me, went, oh, get that person out of my life, and my mum was mental, my family was mental.
That person's not really mentally well anyway, so.
But I trusted that girl a lot.
I mean, they're very young, do you know what I mean? They're very young, and I suppose where you was young, you probably had that person to kind of... That's why that energy there, that person is, I just don't... It's just not me, because I'm in a completely different age category, and...
Yeah.
You know, I can see she's just really young, but all I'd say, Lauren, is do your journey. If you ever need any advice, my inbox is always open. I can always ask you, you know, if you're okay and if you need any help or whatnot.
Thank you.
Just do you, babe. Head down.
I always just watch you because you're always giving advice, and you just come to watch, and you know your vibes as well. With others, it's just gift me, put this towards my target from transition, and nothing's done. Yeah,
but they're not even doing it for the transition, babe. They're turning around and they're saying like, oh, like I'm homeless, I'm going to be homeless, I'm going to like, I'm moving into a new flat. Can you do something on the wish list? Like, I'm going through. I just saw that, right? But I'd never do a fucking wish list. Everyone's telling me, Faye, do a wish list, and I'm like, no, like I'll get quiet and I will do what I need to do with the help of whatever I need to get the help with, and I'll do that. I won't put it on here. Yeah, I'm telling people my circumstance because everyone's asking me, Faye, what's going on with it, but I'll never push that on anyone. I've never said to anyone, right, guys, can you help me so I can try and get a deposit? I'd never say anything like that. I never would, and I never have. People gift me, they gift me, thank you so much, and I'll invest that back into my transition, or I'll invest it in something that's going to make me happy. I was saving for my whole top surgery, and I got reported for earning money on here. And getting what I get outside the app. Do you know what I mean? People don't want to see people win. I was going to go and get my tops. I was that close. Was that close, Lauren? Can you imagine? This is how narcissistic and bullies people are. Honestly.
Like you and others are actually trying to get a top surgery, and that other person put that on their last year and got all that money and spent
Exactly,
it on
and the other
morals.
person wants the gift so they can do up their house. Like, that's the difference. They want to do up their house. I haven't done up my house, darling. My house is pretty much the same. I've literally got everything in it. You know, they say, oh yeah, but you bought some nice clothes. Da, da, da. Well, yeah, I get my money once every single month on the 30th, and I'll do it on ClearPay, and I'll get some clothes off of Shein. You don't see me with designer handbags every single week. Do you know what I mean? I've had this bag since I started transitioning. This is the first bag I bought. Do you know what I mean? I don't live in luxury. Do you know what I mean? And if that, because I was saving towards something, and everyone knew I was saving towards something. I didn't go and spend it all on shit and stuff like that. I put it aside, and unfortunately I had to pay the money back. But that's just that, you know? And that's okay, because, you know, trust me, I will win. I will always win in every situation, trust me. And when I am in a advantage to save again and get these done, trust me, I'm going to get them done the biggest fucking size that you could ever get them done, to rub it in your faces, right? Because what happened to the pec filler? What happened to the pec filler that you was going to get? That hasn't happened. Yeah, exactly. T-Girl got 4K and never went through and got top surgery. Exactly. Whereas I was saving genuinely for my surgery, and I got reported and had to give the money back. So I didn't realise you could earn money on TikTok as well as get what you got on the side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, through help through the government. I didn't know that. I couldn't do that. I generally didn't know that. But someone that would know that, or someone that sat on TikTok for God knows how long, would have known that. So that's why they went to the extent of reporting me. It's just sick.
It's like the main ones for me at my point now is my hormones and my voice. Like the ones I want to do.
100%.
I think, what's her name? I think it's Alex. Do you know Alex that she's had voice surgery?
Yeah.
I speak to her and she's given me some advice, you know, for London surgery.
Also, do you follow Skylar?
Yes, I do.
She's going to be having voice surgery soon as well. So maybe...
yeah, I speak to Skylar sometimes.
Yeah, maybe speak to her, because she's more your age as well. But yeah. All right, well, thank you for coming up, darling.
No,
and have a good day. If you need anything, just message me and I'll give you a message back.
Right. Just remember, the haters are jealous.
Yeah, I follow you anyway.
All right,
darling. You take care of yourself. Take care, guys. Bye. Honestly, guys, it's just too much. Like, it's just actually too much. Like, it just never ends. Like, you know, just generally never ends. And I just think, like, these people must get the satisfaction. They just must get that's okay, Lauren, darling. They must just get a massive satisfaction out of it. Thank you, honey. Thank you, darling. Sorry, I just had to close my door. Alexa, next. Alexa, next.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.